Hey my aliens, welcome back to my channel. This week we are doing a lifestyle vlog. We had a lot of fun this past week. We went to the circus, we went to the Civil Rights Museum. We went a lot of places, we did a lot of things. So you're going to see that in this video. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy it. We recently went to the Civil Rights Museum. Ooh, we starting off strong, child. And it was honestly a really good experience. I think it's somewhere that everybody should go at least one time in their lives. We had been before, but I think the last time we went, it was like 6 years ago. So the exhibits are completely like interactive and they do a really good job of breaking down the timeline of civil rights and African American history. I saw these records, and of course, I love music, so I was drawn to it. This little section was just talking about music and the Great Migration. There, like, I can't even begin to tell y'all. Like, this little book, it came from my high school, Jim Hill. And anytime I see NAACP, if you don't know this about me, I was formerly president of the chapter of the NAACP at the University of Mississippi.
They'll run, they won't fight, they can't. And in fact, that's what galled me so about very few blacks being in the infantry on the front line, because there was a general feeling then that blacks would haul tail and run.
I believe this section was about the Freedom Riders who were incarcerated at Parchman during their protests, and it's just all of their faces on the walls. A little Ole Miss lore about James Meredith, and then we were able to see the exhibit about Hurricane Katrina. Now, this was very important to me because I personally feel like Mississippi is often left out of the conversation when it comes to Hurricane Katrina, but you can just see the amount of devastation that we had. And even this man, he survived by sticking on to a pecan tree. And we were just civil rights down, child. We took a trip to Medgar Evers' home. And it's so crazy. His home is not far from my grandparents' home. And this was my first time in my life ever going to his home. Now, it is now ran by the National Park Service. So they did mention that a lot of the house, they're trying to restore it to its original, the way it was originally, but a lot of the furniture and stuff is props for the movie that they filmed. And you might be wondering like why the children's beds are on the floor. So they had to sleep on the ground in case somebody wanted to shoot in the house. And it's not far-fetched because that's what they ended up doing, but it's just sad that we had to do all of this when we were fighting for our rights in our community. It's crazy. It's overwhelming, but it's a good experience. So if you ever want to stop by, it's free to the public. And we actually got to get a few seeds from the garden. So I gave those to my family members because, baby, I don't garden, but they do. On a lighter note, we went to the movies to see John Wick, Ballerina. Oh my God, y'all, this was such a good movie. It was in 4D, child. I had to go up in there and fuss because they didn't have our 4D on at first. And I just honestly can't imagine seeing that movie without being in 4D. It really adds to the experience. It was a great movie. I enjoyed it. She was kicking a butt, child. She just whooping everybody. And also, we went to see the circus. I like stuff like that. So my fiance took me to see the circus. And these are the showgirls. They were dancing and stuff like that. But honestly, for this one, everybody did something. It wasn't like nobody was being useless in this circus. Everybody had a job and everybody was actually very talented and flexible. This man was balancing on these little cylinders, which is crazy because I probably would have fell over. But, and you can see in the corner the motorcycle man, he did his thing. And here's another dude balancing on these chairs. And it's just like, how do you find out that you can do something like this? Because it just wouldn't even cross my mind to get up here. But he did it, child. And they throwing him his props and he gonna balance on this thing. I was kind of hoping that he didn't fall because While we were there, it started raining really, really hard. So I don't know if the rain was getting on them or not, but it definitely was getting on us. Well, our feet mostly, and I'm going to add a clip of that in here. It took him a little minute to do his thing. So I don't want to rush him. It took him a minute, child. Yeah, I would have fell over. So you take as much time as you need. And yep, just want to show y'all how much water it actually was. But these were my favorite parts. I really liked any of the aerial stunts. I think because like one day I want to be able to do it. I know in bigger cities they offer an aerial class. They have one here, but I think it's like once a month. So I never quite have time, but child, she was doing her thing up there. And I really enjoyed all of it. This video is releasing on Father's Day. So to end this eventful week, I went to go see my grandfather perform at his church for his Men's Day program. He was so excited to sing with the choir. He's head deacon at his church, so he was just excited, and we were excited for him.